Oh, I love this one. Okay, Kevin. I could have really okay. I could have really loved this one if my shoulders wasn't hunched. Like, posture really makes a difference. Like, you see the difference? Like, you see it, right? Okay. I am Elanie Jno-Baptiste. Oh, that's some really pageantry. Daughter, friend, entrepreneur, host of Bush Tea and Palm Trees, the #1 podcast on Facebook for local artists. I already know. I must go check it out. If you haven't done it, do it now. When I came back to St. Croix and I changed my major to communications, I had a class in radio production. And with radio production, I was, going to different radio stations on island. And one thing I noticed is that local artists, like underground local artists, don't really get a lot of streams on mainstream radio. So one thing I was trying to do with my platform at UVI is create a show where local artists could have come and, display their music. But it didn't happen at UVI. So one time I was just there talking to my friend Michael Pemberton. I was like, I want to do a show, for local artists, and this is what I want to do. And then basically, Michael Pemberton, Biko Macmillan, and myself, we sat down on a couch. We came up with a name. We thought about a spot and how we're going to do it, and just came up with like the whole production side of Bush Tea and Palm Trees. And then, voila, here we go. First of all, let's break down the name. Bush tea is for the tea. Palm trees is for the shade. You get a tea and the shade. Ideally, that's like the combination of any good, podcast show, especially in the Virgin Islands. And this show was modeled from the Breakfast Club. So, we're talking about local music, culture, politics. Sometimes we dabble in that. But most of all, it's a platform for local artists to come and to display their music, so they have an opportunity so we could hear them. I can't pick a favorite episode or like a most memorable episode, but I could talk about like 5 of them that like off the top of my head. The one with Dungi. Dungi is 12 years old. She's in middle school and her voice is amazing. This was the most views we ever had on an episode of Bush Tea and Palm Trees, and basically like the whole of Facebook were just going crazy for Dungi. Number 2 was with Jet, with 2 T's. Jet brought a money gun to the studio, and it kind of reminded me of that time that Safari brought a money gun to Breakfast Club, and everybody went crazy, so we were definitely going crazy in there. The 3rd time was when Asa Bantan came, Asa Bantan from Dominica, and he was releasing this song, They Making a Mess. And if you guys go back and watch that like episode, we just made a mess everywhere in the studio. He picked me up, he almost took off my wig, but I was cool, it was fun. I like shit like that. Let's see, number 4 was when Rock City came, Timo from Rock City versus Simmons. The 3rd, they were coming to promote a show, Right About Now Part 2. And that conversation, I actually thought that I would have gonna be nervous, with, Timo from Rock City and like verse Simmons. But it was so natural and just like a good interview. It was very dope. I really enjoyed talking music with them. Let me see. And number 5 will probably be the first episode of Bush Tea and Palm Trees with me and Biko. And we were just basically talking about relationships. And that's like a VI thing and carding and shit like that. And it was just like, I love the episode. I was just like, I just can't wait to do this more and just look at this now. It just blossomed into this beautiful thing. So as for now, we're trying to take it to the streets. Let's say that. We're trying to make more local shows because that's one thing I saw our sister island St. Thomas doing. They have a lot of more local shows for the artists like that. So that's one thing Bush Tea and Palm Trees is trying to push right now, is having local shows so the communities could come out and come and support their artists. As for that, Bush Tea and Palm Trees is still going to keep it rolling with the podcast. We're still going to come to you live every Wednesday with your favorite artists, But for Elanie now, that's a different story. And I really want you guys to stay tuned for that. I'm so excited to be finally working on, that separate brand, Lani. And I'm working with some dope people. Shout out to one right now, Kevin Factor. I actually was working with Kevin like from time I started in this whole communication industry, to be honest. And guys, I can't wait till you see what we have stored for you guys. Definitely by the ending of summer, you're gonna get something.